Hello, viewers, and welcome back to My Hero Academia read throughs, and I'm your humble host, Josh24214, and once again, we're back to My Hero Academia, and yeah, according to at the time of this recording, it is December 30th, so one day before New Year's Eve, so I was originally going to do something else, and I thought I was going to skip this week, but nope, I have to do 212 that was supposedly come out next week. And now it came out early. Now I got to do this. And then after that, enjoy my New Year's Eve party. Enjoying my New Year's. So yeah, let's just get this right off the bat. So today's chapter is 212, Successor. And last time, Uraka's just about to do something and try to hopefully stop Izuku with the power of mind control from Shinzo. So let's see what happens. So right off the bat, on our first page is just basically a cover page of Uraka in winter gear, and on the side it's saying, in the still quiet night, was it enough? What is the Inui Ochako thinking? Chapter 212, Successor, Horikoshi. We jump to page 2, and we jump to a flashback in Oraka's childhood. I could tell my parents were always tired of their faces. Memories from Ochako's younger days. And that was hard on me. So, yeah, we just see on the first part of the panel, just her and her child when she was just a kid and her parents. Okay, the next panel down. The first time I saw a hero in action, what caught my eye even more than the hero was the expressions on crowds' faces. So there's an entire crowd, and the hero's dressed up in knight in shining armors, and it's kind of very typical. And we get like an extreme close up on Uraraka as a kid. So I loved seeing people happy. I loved seeing I loved seeing people's happy faces. That's why, for me, helping people who are in trouble was always just a given. So we see her in mid school, I think, or I can't really tell. So onto the third page, and we get a bit of a flashback to Izuku's famous punching the robot in the face for the first time. No matter how much trouble they were in, and we still continue. And then we go back to another flashback with the fight between Overhaul and Izuku, and that's yeah. I heard that the fourth season is going to cover one of the famous arcs, so I don't want to spoil it. So you'll just have to wait, and it will come out in the fall, so you're gonna have to wait a long time. So yeah, it's a very good story arc. What's about to happen for the anime? Big storyline, and yeah, would just spoil it now that yeah, that Overhaul is going to fight Izuku eventually. But I probably won't get into the things of what's going on. If I can't even save this one little girl right in front of me, how could I ever be a hero who saves everyone? Well, we'll get into that when the anime comes out for anime watchers, so I'm not going to spoil anything. And I hope to God that in that season they cover the one storyline at not after like not right after, but there's like two mini like past the two mini arcs of after the overhaul arc. It's those two mini arc after those two mini arcs. Yeah, that arc's probably my favorite for a very good reason. And hopefully they'll cover that, but if not, then I'll probably bring it up. And we just cut back to Monday and saying, after watching him desperately trying to save everyone around him, without a moment to spare, it makes me wonder, when a hero is in pain, who will protect them? And then we jump to the fourth page, and continuing right back where we left off with Uraraka grabbing Izuku, and we just jump into the fifth page. Deku, calm down, and Uraraka's just trying to hold on to Izuku, and Izuku's just saying, I can't stop it. Deku isn't doing this of his own free will. I think that's Uraraka's saying, and Uraraka's just looking at Shinzo. Shinzo, use your brainwashing to stop Izuku. And we get a closer and closer look of Shinzo. Brainwash Midoriya? But what should I ask him? And we get a mini flashback of Shinzo's previous fight with Izuku. You were born with an ideal quirk, and I lost to you at the sports festival. And we get a mini flashback to the beginning of this storyline and the next few panels. Shinzo, you were with Mr. Aizawa a while back, right? Yeah. And he's just smiling. And that made me excited. Excited to show you that I'm different than I was before. I want to become a splendid hero. Excited that I could fight you again. And use my quirk for other people's sake. Midoriya. And let's fight again. Yeah. And then boosh, all that dark tendrils just go everywhere. And Brainwash kicks in, Hovling knocks out Izuku down, and all those dark tendrils start returning back to his right hand. Just goes back into the arm. And then we return to Izuku's dream world again, as he was at the beginning of this arc. Still has only his hair, his eyes, and his right arm showing, and the rest is still in darkness. Again? And there's someone here else now speaking. You little. And on page 12, the biker guy that we saw from the first dream finally shows up. And before I continue, when I first saw that first panel with the biker guy, I thought he was. I thought he was like a bit of a reference to the video game of Mad World, because I never played Mad World, and it kind of has the same style of black and white, and it was only on the Wii, so yeah, and it was very violent, so like an M rated. And the character's name was Jack in that one. And when I first saw when it reveals the other users of One for All, and I saw this guy, I told myself, hey, that's Jack from Mad World. I don't know if it was a reference to that Horikoshi is a fan of Mad World, but I'm not 100% sure, or it could be a coincidence. Dude, you got it all wrong. I told you, didn't I? You are not alone. Yeah, the time is ripe, yeah. It manifested, but that power is no longer something you can use with idle thoughts. Got it? One of the successes of One for All? Try harder, dude. One of Deku's predecessors is Super Funky. Chapter 212, and so yeah, so next chapter we could be looking into this the backstory of uh of this biker guy, who I'm probably assuming he's the second one for all user, but it could be that it could be number 6 or number 2. So it would only make logical sense that the biker guy, because we don't technically know his name yet, but we're probably going to find out in the next chapter or at the end of this Class 1A versus Class 1B. And yeah, so I think logically, this guy is the second one for all quirk user, technically. But we could be wrong. It could be just a different number user. So probably he was the one causing all the trouble, and we all thought that all for one was causing the muck up because we saw him in the prison saying he was feeling his brother. So hopefully we get some clarification before finishing on, and I do like that we do get to see more of Uraraka's childhood and getting more context of her backstory. So yeah, I know this is coming out on December 30th, the day before New Year's. So I guess this would probably. So I guess I'll just have to do something on the regular on this Friday. So I think it probably be changed to something else to make up for it, or if it's just going to continue onward, we'll just have to see. And I know this is a short episode, then usually it takes me longer because I don't have really much trouble with this one. So yeah, so pretty much a lot of people what the and I will. But by the way, I will clarify that I did technically screw up. I didn't screw up that the chapter I was reading, the previous chapter, did had a bit of subtle hint that maybe not all things were as it was, because I think it was like the second to last page of the chapter. There's a part where you see through the tendrils you're supposed to see an eye, and this is probably that eye belongs to the biker guy. But I couldn't see it because I think the scan was bad or something like that. I have no idea, but I hopefully when we get to this part of the anime, maybe it'll be cleared up. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do something for Friday or Thursday instead now. So I'll probably see you not this Friday, probably the next Friday or Thursday until the next chapter. That'll be 213. So until then, I hope you all enjoyed this chapter, and I know you're getting this very early, like the day before 2019. So I hope you all have a good New Year's. Get on, get 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 drunk high on champagne because 2019 is basically around the corner, and I'll probably spend New Year's Day just watching Netflix. Yeah, Netflix. So until then, have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you next time. See you in 213. Bye.